So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. 10 reasons Galaxy S22 Ultra is better than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, a lot of people see my video yesterday who basically agree with a lot of points, some disagreed, and it's been hard to find reasons because both of these are super close and competitive. It's kind of like, do you just want Samsung or do you want iPhone? Do you want Android or do you want iOS? But there are some specific reasons why the S22 Ultra itself, this specific smartphone, is better than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. The first one is Captain Obvious. We all know this one, and that's going to be the ultra zooming capabilities of this phone. I'm on the front-facing camera, actually. 3x, we have that on the iPhone. We can go 15x on the iPhone, but it's this 30x. It's this 100 times. I mean, it's going to get blurry now, but 100 times zoom, and just the capability of the zoom is just incredible on the S22 Ultra. So I think Apple might respond next year with a 15 Ultra with more zoom. We'll have to see with a Periscope camera, but the S22 Ultra for now is just better for zooming. Straight up, it blows this phone out of the water. Next one is true and proper multitasking. Now, I talked about this many times before in my previous Samsung comparisons, but having this ability to split screen, it's becoming more and more apparent. Every year when Apple releases iOS 16, they release a new iOS version, and they still have not put any proper way to take advantage of this larger screen. It gets more annoying every year. It's kind of like when they kept delaying 120 hertz, 120. Finally, with the 13 Pro series, they finally brought a smoother panel, while Android was doing 90 hertz, 120 hertz for a couple years before. So they're behind here big time. And it just really feels like you take better advantage of your screen being so large. Like if I'm carrying around a really big screen, I want to be able to go ahead and take advantage of it. I want to be able to pop view windows. I want to be able to just multitask for real. Now, I know Apple's probably not going to do anything like that with the pop view. That's a little too probably complex, but at least like a split screen like they do on the iPad OS system. So that's a major reason the S22 Ultra is still better than this phone. The next one is the S Pen capabilities. Having a stylus in the phone, a lot of people say, I don't need that thing, bro. Listen, you may say that, but if you actually want to jot down a note or something, or you want to smart select something really tight, this stuff really comes in handy. And when you have it, you kind of don't want to go back to not having it. It's also similar to, Apple Pencil in that it can do a lot of those things that Apple Pencil can do. So basically, the only way you can get a pen experience on an Apple product is to go to iPad. The smallest would be iPad mini. Number 4 is landscape mode. Now, I've talked about this before, but Apple actually used to have landscape mode on some of their older smartphones, like the 8 Plus. They eventually took that away as well. But yes, you can go landscape mode when you are in certain applications, but at the same time, I want to have landscape mode on the home screen as well. So just having more of a tablet-like experience on the Samsung S22 Ultra is another reason it's better. It's again back to that taking better advantage of the screen size. Samsung's doing it here once again. So definitely I prefer that. The next one is the vibrant display. Now, if you go into here and you go to display, let's go here. You have a lot of features you can do. And also you can do video brightness on this phone as well, which will basically jack the screen up even more to a brighter experience when watching media content like YouTube, ESPN Prime Video, and more. So Apple does give a very beautiful OLED display now that gets incredibly bright. And I talked about how it's just brighter in sunlight than the S22 Ultra. But the S22 Ultra actually has this feature where it allows you to take advantage of the extra brightness that it is capable of without having to be triggered in sunlight. So it can get incredibly bright as well. Also, what I like about the S22 Ultra's display is that you can tweak resolutions. You don't have to keep it in a high resolution all the time when you don't need that. But for number 5, it was basically just, this phone is just more vibrant. There's just no way around it. The display is just purely more saturated, it's more vivid, and it's the better experience when it comes to media and things like that. So if you're into watching a lot of videos, consuming content versus just, using your phone as a phone, I think you'll really like S22 Ultra's display a little more. Number 6 is the customization factor. Yes, Apple is bringing lock screen customization, which Samsung had first, by the way, but it's nice that they're doing more customization here and stuff like that. But the Samsung over here definitely does give you, more customization. If you hold down, you can go to themes here and you'll find a whole Galaxy theme store built right in. Not only that, we all know Google's, customization factor. With Play Store, you can download millions of different, customization apps, and you could do, launchers and stuff like that. So it's just not even close when it comes to customization. Even though Apple's getting good with their lock screens, you can see Samsung updated theirs as well, giving you even more customization. So yeah, in terms of customization, S22 Ultra is still the winner. Number 7 is USB-C. And this is probably the last time I'll be able to say this, because I think next year we're going to see USB-C on the iPhone. So I just wanted to mention that it's just more universal. They're putting it on the Apple TV remote. They're putting it on the, iPads. They're putting it on the MacBook. So it's like, just put it on the iPhone already. Number 8, the capable fast charging up to 45 watts. That beats the fast charging on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. So you can charge this S22 Ultra in a quicker fashion. You might need to charge it more though, because the S22 Ultra doesn't last quite as long as the 14 Pro Max. Number 9 is that the S22 Ultra still has a SIM card slot. You'll find it right here on the bottom of the phone, and that is great. Now, I don't know if this will be the last time we see it, but for now, you can still put your physical SIM card in the S22 Ultra. We'll see if they go eSIM. I don't know if they will. They don't always adopt everything Apple does. Like, they didn't adopt notches. So we'll see if they do that. But I can tell you, having the physical SIM is definitely going to be a benefit to a lot of people. And number 10, all around, this is just a more fun, arguably better phone to just use. There's just so much you can do with this phone. And I'm not going to forget to talk about DeX. You can use the S22 Ultra with a monitor and a keyboard and a mouse and never need a computer. Like, straight up, you can do everything straight from this phone. Let's say you get the higher storage capacity version and you just get a USB-C cable, you connect it and DeX fires up. You need like 7 products on Apple's side to go ahead and get everything you need to get done, where you can do everything on one device, the S22 Ultra. I wanted to make this list short, 10 reasons. There's many more we could say for either phone, but just all around, there's a lot of things the S22 Ultra can do that this iPhone 14 Pro Max can't do, and 10 of them were listed here. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here, be sure to be well, and peace.